So, how have you been doing with this new normal that has been thrust upon us? Have you been able to find your happy place through all of this? This is one of my happy places. I love coming out in our yard and listen to the waterfall and watch the water fall over the rocks. I hope that you've been able to find your happy place through all of this. One thing that I've been hearing a lot from you is, how do I lead remotely? This is uncharted territory. I've never done this before. So I've come up with 4 strategies to help you lead remotely. Number 1 is to connect with your team. And a lot of you are already doing this, but I have some specific tips that I want to share with you. First of all, don't just do phone. Make sure you do video as well. People want to see each other. And don't just connect as a group, connect individually as well. And don't just connect and talk about work, but I want you to have social time as well. A lot of our in-person interactions at work is social, and now that's been taken away. So make sure that you are adding that in virtually. You can do a virtual coffee, lunch, happy hour, whatever you normally do. Make sure that you make that part of this new environment. And when you do connect socially, avoid talk about the pandemic. We need a break from that. And the social time should not be all about that. And it could very easily become that. So make that a rule. Number 2 is, I want you to let go of control. Now, I talked about this recently in relationship to delegation, and you want to look at the number 2 reason that you don't delegate if that's something that you struggle with. But this is a whole new part of letting go of control, isn't it? Because we may feel the need to be checking in with our team maybe too often to make sure that they're staying on track. I want you to allow yourself, give yourself permission to let go and trust, and allow your team to do the job that you hired them to do. People are 13 to 20% more productive when they work from home. The research shows this. So I want you to control what you can and let go of what you can't. Number 3, manage stress. This is for you and for your team. Now, some people are feeling very isolated because they are detached from that work environment, but it could also be because they live alone. People could also be stressed because they have too much togetherness. They could have a house full of people who are working and doing schoolwork from home. So there could be stress either way. Make sure that you connect with them individually for this reason, to ask them how is it going and to really listen as they share with you. People also want to feel like they're adding value. It can be stressful if they feel like they're not. So if they have less work now that they're working from home, find other ways, be creative of how they can add value. Also, you want to be informed, but you don't want to be immersed in the news and everything that's going on. That can create a lot of stress for you and your team. So make sure that you talk to them about that. And finally, this can shape you as a person and as a leader. It can also break you, and that is your choice. Are you going to allow this crisis, this change that we're going through, to shape us or break us? And along those lines, leading into number 4, which is creating opportunities. That's really what we want to be doing. Yes, it's a challenge. But do we want it to break us down, or do we want to convert that challenge into an opportunity? This is where creative solutions come into play. getting your team involved and thinking outside the box, using your talent in new ways than you have before, sharpening the saw. When was the last time you took a leadership workshop? You listened to a podcast about leading more effectively, read a leadership book cover to cover. Most of us don't make the time to do this. This is an opportunity to create that for you and your team. Now, I am a certified John Maxwell coach, and through that certification, I have access to these mastermind group coaching programs. I have quite a few listed on my website, monarchleadershipgroup.com. So if that's something that you want to do, I can provide the materials to you and you can lead it, or for a very minimal cost, I would be happy to lead that group for you. But basically what you do is you have your entire team read the same book. They can do Audible if they'd rather do that, audible.com. And then we have a weekly conversation about it. So that is an opportunity to sharpen the saw. So 4 strategies. 1, connect with your team, group and individually. Number 2, let go of control. 3 is managing stress. And 4 is creating opportunities from the challenges. Please reach out to me. Let me know what you're dealing with. I'd love to respond to you individually, and also it gives me a chance to create another video to help more people. And as always, and especially now, be here now.